Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Body beat down here at the local park. You've seen me across the road over there where the Eiffel Tower is and the swimming pool on that trail and all that is. Well, this is across the road. And this is where I used to do some of my trail riding on my mountain bike. And until they kind of screwed up the trail, I didn't like how they fixed it. But we're gonna see if we can walk some of it today. If it's even still really technically here. I haven't been out here on this side in a few years. So let's do a little walking. So we got some people fishing out there. And hopefully I won't break an ankle. So, today's discussion is going to be probably pretty deep. It's stuff that I just want to talk about, that I'm going through. And it's not pretty. Hopefully I won't twist an ankle. Let me get past these people here. So, with the topic that I'm going to talk about and get into, some of you might think it's a little much, a little too personal, but I've always been pretty open about things on my channel. And you know that my channel is about health and fitness. And it's also about health and fitness, mentally, your mental side, your side that really means a lot. That didn't used to be there. Holy cow. Yeah, I used to just roll right up and go over this. I guess they're not really taking care of the trail at this point. Kind of sad. But a lot of you know, if you've kept up with my channel for any amount of time, that I have pretty good depression, anxiety, depression. Couple that with anger, rage, disappointment, and disappointment in myself, mostly, a lot of times. And so I have a lot that goes on in my mind constantly, 24 hours a day, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's constant. So without getting into other aspects of things, pretty tree, without getting into, marriage things or career choices or life choices or all that stuff, that you might have heard me talk about before. Instead, we're going to get into something else that, well, you've heard me talk about before. But this is on a whole nother level, guys. Matter of fact, after I found out yesterday afternoon, evening, whatever it was, I was so full of rage, and I don't even know how I don't know how I didn't have a heart attack. And I can hardly breathe right now just thinking about it. So, or maybe I can hardly breathe because I'm walking. Maybe that's it. But you guys, like I said, if you keep up with the channel, you know what I'm going through with my oldest son and his diabetes and everything, and him not caring, not trying to take care of himself all these years. And well, man, how do you even approach something like this? I don't even know. There's just so much. He's one of those people that blames everything on everybody and doesn't take accountability. And I don't know. It's something. It's just so my wife now for a couple of months, at least a couple months, has been asking me, has been noticing, you know, I go that way or this way. I have no idea. I don't remember. I guess I could go either way. Let's go this way. I don't know. So my wife has kind of been noticing stuff going on with our bank account. And at that point in time, you already know where this is going. So, some of my problem is, and you've heard me maybe mention, yeah, you know, we're always broke, or, you know, I don't have the money to do this or do that or anything. You know, it's like we're working to be broke all the time. Well, again, you know where this is going, guys. So, my wife was questioning it enough to the point where we started digging into our whatever it's called, our bank statements and that. Or she did. She looked into it. And that's right, guys. The amount of charges that were on that bank statement from things that we did not do was astronomical. Just going back the little time frame that she did, which I think was just to September, I believe. From that point till recent, this little MFer put us in the hole almost $2,000. Bless his little heart. Bless his sweet little heart. You want me to go that way? Okay. So now before that, I didn't know this. This was news to me last night. She told me just a couple of days back or so that it was a couple hundred, 300, 400, 500, something like that. I don't know. But she kept it from me. She didn't want me to know exactly what she found out, because she was scared of what I was going to do. That I was going to kill him, kick him out, what have you. And I can't say the thoughts have not crossed my mind years ago. Not just today or yesterday or anything, but believe me. You guys have not went through what I've went through. What we've went through. What everybody's went through. So my wife kept the big dollar amounts from me for that reason. Like, keep in mind, I'm not a violent person, never been in a fight in my life, and I honestly don't even know how to handle confrontation or go about this or anything. I've never been confrontational or anything with anybody, even my own kids, outside of a few whoopings when they were growing up, and maybe a talk here and there over the years or something. But when my wife told me, she opened up and she told me exactly how much, I had tears come up in my eyes, and I couldn't even breathe because I was so enraged. I couldn't even breathe. And she told me that, oh goodness, that hurt. And she told me that last night when we were out eating dinner. Like, I mean, pick a better time to tell me. Okay, this looks familiar. Yeah, they let a tree go across. I remember going across this spot here on my bike and going this way. So, and just to make things even worse, or comical, however you want to look at it, that son just left yesterday with 2 of my nephews to go on a cruise. The one person in this world who doesn't need a vacation, who doesn't deserve a vacation, no matter if he's sick and dying and dies today, he didn't deserve a vacation of anything. But he's on vacation, on a boat, enjoying a life that my wife and I should be on, or our youngest son should be on. The only thing my oldest son deserves is to get his AWS beat every day by everybody that he's used. Here's the kicker. My youngest son, all this was happening. My youngest son and my wife were all in this, researching this detective work together. Come to find out, my oldest son, my youngest son's brother, was also taking money out of his account. That's right. So, my youngest son confronted him, said he better do whatever he can to get his money back to him, or he's going to file it with the police and the bank and everything else, which is good for my son, good for him. He should do that. Ooh, should I go this way? Okay, I'll go this way. So, my already broke in the hole son, they can't work more than 20 hours a week, had to go and get a loan to pay back his brother. Keep in mind, we've all been taking care of this guy his whole life. Okay, we've been taking care of him his whole life, but his little brother's been taking care of him since they've both turned into adults, and they've ended up living together off and on. And my oldest son has asked for money off and on, and all this kind of stuff. So you see kind of what we're going through here. And whew, yeah, I can hardly breathe just thinking about all this. One thing I thought about today, after I woke up for the 15th time, because I couldn't sleep was maybe it's a good thing that my son is on a cruise right now, because I want to bash his head through the wall. What's funny is going back a couple of days or so, I heard my wife and him talking. I was in my office, and I heard him talking about money and this and that and the other, and her trying to explain to him, after finding out just a little bit, I guess, or she probably knew about the whole amount and just wasn't telling me then, but I heard him talking up there in the kitchen, and him acting like he didn't know why we were in the hole, and why we didn't have food in the house, and why we were having problems. This little bridge might not handle my big heavy butt. There we go. Yeah, they don't take care of these trails no more. And he was up there actually arguing with her, saying, "Bull, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't buy it." When you get $2,000 in the hole, keep in mind, every time he used our card, there was a late fee, a late fee, a late fee, a late fee. And we're talking like $25, $30, whatever it is. Late fee, late fee, late fee. And no, we don't really keep up with our account that closely, because we've never really had to. We've never really had issues. So he's actually, that tells you what kind of sorry people out there are, and my son is one of them. And I hate to say that, but he's part of those people. The people out there that think you owe them everything in the world, while they do absolutely nothing. He is absolutely that person. He's part of that group. And that pains me to no end, because that's not how he was raised. That's not how I was raised, and that's not how my wife was raised. And that's not how his little brother was raised. We were all raised to work and be decent, and not rely on everybody for everything. But my oldest son, the little piece of crap he is, the little thug wannabe that he is, just thinks the world owes him everything. And he's not afraid to take it from the very people that have taken care of him his entire life. And he's 31 years old. And before anyone asks, yes, we all live together. We had a house and we sold it. And we agreed to all get a house and live together and help take care of one another, because of my oldest son's issues, health issues, and because I know he's gonna die an early death, and I wanted my youngest son to be there and try to help kind of hold things together with me and my wife, and all of us kind of be there, because we know it's going to be rough, although not as rough as it might have been years ago, because I'm sick of all this garbage. But anyway, like I said, I'm pretty open about everything, guys. I have no reason to not be. And what I'm going through may help you. Maybe you went through the same thing, and it can help other people if you open up and talk about it. Spencer, is that you up there? So yeah, guys, we are going through quite a dilemma here. And I can't understand why someone would want to put people through this kind of misery. People that have been there and supported you and loved you from day one, and you're willing to hurt them. So anyway, you know, let me get back on the topic of how he was kind of arguing with my wife, his mom, about we shouldn't be broke and there should be food in the house and all this stuff. And she was trying to explain to him that, you know, when you put us that far deep in the hole, it's going to take a long time to dig ourselves out of that. You don't just dig yourself out of a $2,000, you know, in the hole. You don't just dig yourself out of that. It's going to take 2, maybe 3 months or so to dig yourself out of that. And he didn't understand that. He don't understand. He was saying, bull, I don't believe it, and all this stuff, and you got paid, and dad's going to get paid, and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Can you believe the audacity? The audacity of that little MFer to say stuff like that. Instead of, man, I'm going to sell everything that I own, and I'm going to give you guys as much money as I can give you until I can get it all paid back. Instead of saying something like that, so you see kind of what we're going through. Maybe not really, because it's not you that's going through it, but people want to know, you know, because I talk about depression and different things in my life, and they just don't seem to get it. Like, there's a lot going on. A lot. And there ain't nothing fun about it. And there ain't nothing easy about it. There's no easy fix. And you can say, well, just kick your son out. And boy, would I like to. But at the same time, where's he gonna go? I mean, if he lives another day, I'll be surprised anyway with his diabetes the way it is. Literally, he was the size of me, and now he's a toothpick. He has sores all over his body. His feet kill him. Can't even touch his feet. He pukes all the time. He poops all the time. He poops himself and everything else. And it's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know if this is the trail here. But it's starting to smell like sewage back here because reasons. Probably my son back here pooping. So, when I say it's hard for me to smile and to have a good day sometimes, and sometimes I gotta fake my smile and my happiness on my videos and in life in general, I am not kidding. So, add on top of that, just my everyday, oh wow, thanks buddy. So on top of all of this, you know, I got my own health issues that I worry about. My wife's epilepsy issues that I worry about. My youngest son, that technically don't really have anything like that wrong with him right now, but I still worry about him because he does vape, and does my wife as well. But that's not healthy. That's not all good, smoking or any of that. And plus, I know my youngest son is a little depressed and unhappy too. And these days, mostly because of, well, the deal that he wished we wouldn't have done with the house. So, but you know, that's another story. So, well, I'm going through a lot, guys. And on top of all that, you see me out here working out every day, putting out videos every day, trying to keep going every day, trying to keep breathing every day. That's all I can do. It's really all I can do sometimes, guys, to even take another breath. My heart's broken, my spirit's broken, my drive is broken, my life is broken, everything's just, it's just, not good. I guess for lack of better words, it's just not good. Oh, they let the little teeter-totter go. Little wood feature that I used to roll over. Guess I'll follow the trail. So yeah, you'd come around here and hit this little teeter-totter. It looks a little bit bad now. Oh well. Anyway. Guys, this has been one of those videos, these conversations that I don't want to have and didn't have to have, but I just felt the need to talk about it. And anyone who out there is going through anything similar to this, you have my condolences. You really do. Things are not just so simple. There's not a simple answer to any of this. Really not. I wish there was. So we're back here at the start. Car's just right over there. We'll go up this little path here and kind of pop around that way, if I remember correctly. So there's a few more different directions that I didn't go, which is okay. Seems how I don't know if all the trail is even accessible still, so so hopefully, I'm hoping that there's no ticks out here. Hopefully the ticks have died down enough that I'm not going to be attacked. That's one reason I don't come out to this place hardly ever, or really go anywhere else for that matter. Yeah, there's a turtle down there. Oh, it's moving. Oh well, there was a turtle on that little log down there. I think I see another turtle, maybe. Oh well. But, oh yeah, I see a few turtles. Dang. You're not going to be able to see them on video. But, yeah, they're moving. You probably can't see them, but there's one out there that's just breaking the water, and one over there breaking the water. Yeah, there's another one. You won't be able to see them, unfortunately. This camera don't really have a zoom. There's another one breaking the water just over there. Maybe you can see them. Probably not. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. Sorry if you couldn't see them, but I don't really have a zoom on this little action camera. Or if I do, I don't use it, so. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'll set it right here in hopes that it don't fall. So, guys, that gives you a little insight into my life and what's going on. You know, it's not pretty, and it is personal, but again, I'm okay with sharing personal stuff, because like I say, you never know who might can help you with just a good word or a pat on the back or have a good day or whatever. And that's one reason that we as people out here on the internet should be mindful of our comments and the way we act and treat people online, and not just online but in our daily lives, because you have no clue what people are going through. And yeah, it's not easy. It's nothing I wish on people, guys, on anyone. And as a father, as a dad who has loved his kids unconditionally just their entire lives, to have a kid turn out the way my kid is turning out, it's heartbreaking. And no amount of help has helped him. No words, no amount of listening, no amount of help from us, from other family, from friends, from neighbors, from strangers. Nothing's helped. And so in this world, you're either strong enough to make it to storm, to make it through the storm, or, well, you're my son. You're one of the two. You're in one of the two camps. And it's a curse and a blessing all at the same time to be someone, say, like myself, who's been through a lot as far as emotionally and all that over the years. It's a blessing and a curse to be able to be strong enough to get through things, because sometimes you don't want to, and sometimes you want to break down, or sometimes you want to make different decisions than what you're making. And yeah, but I'm okay with where I'm at in life, and I can say this without any whatever the word is I'm looking for, but my wife knows as well that the only time I'm going to get any peace in my life is if I live long enough to see my son take his final breath, because he's miserable. He is, and I feel bad for him. He is miserable, depressed, lonely, scared, all those things. But he's not done anything about it, and he's not strong enough to do anything about it. But I've not had any peace in years, guys, years. Everything you see on my channel is me trying to breathe and push through another day. And I feel sorry for my wife. I feel sorry for my youngest son. And yeah, we don't deserve it. None of us deserve that kind of treatment. And anyway, so guys, I hope you, enjoyed the video. There's not much to enjoy, but I hope you get something out of the video, and I hope it gives you strength in some way to get through your day. If you're going through anything close to the same thing, or if you ever do, maybe you'll look back at this video and see the struggle, and how sometimes we just have to bite our lips and grit our teeth and go on about the day. And I hope it serves you well in some purpose, some way. And everybody, thanks for listening. And like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your incredible host. And don't forget, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it. Even if you got to make yourself do it. We'll see y'all later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!